So are you a dancer who wants to improve on their freestyle, but you're not really sure how to go about doing that other than just practice all the time? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 tips on how to improve your freestyle.
Jam, jam, here comes the man, hot damn.
What's up, dancers? This is Jam and welcome to my channel. My goal is to help you become a better dancer, and if you get any value out of this video, be sure to hit that like button. So as a dancer and a freestyler, I understand how challenging it could be sometimes to figure out how to improve on your freestyle. It seems like no matter how much you practice, how many rounds you throw, you're not really seeing the improvement that you want to see in your movement, and you're not really sure what you can do about it. These 6 tips I'm about to share with you are things that I like to use in my own training to really discover what it is that I need to improve on and how to improve upon it. So my first tip for improving your freestyle is to record yourself. Over the years, I've discovered that recording myself and analyzing my footage and analyzing my movement was one of the most valuable things that I could do to help me improve on my freestyle. A lot of times when we're dancing, we're not really sure what we actually look like. We can feel good, but sometimes it doesn't look the way that we feel. And other times, it may not feel as good, but it may look better than we think. When we record ourselves and analyze our footage, we're able to become really aware of what we actually look like as a dancer. This allows us to really nitpick and be analytical about our own selves to see what are the things that we like about our movement and also the things that we want to improve upon. Now, when you're analyzing your footage, it's really important to be aware of you as a dancer in totality. Don't just look at the bad things that you're doing, the things that you don't like, and also don't just look at all of the good things you like. Have a balance. The things that you discover you like about your movement, those are the things that you should continue to train and continue to do within your movement and allow to become ingrained in your freestyle. Now, with the things that you don't like as much, you can either train yourself to eliminate those things or work on those things to make them stronger. Some movements you may just not want to do at all. You don't like the way it looks on you and you want to train out and remove from your freestyle. Some things you do not as well that you want to do, but you do want to do them. And those are the things that you can look at and you can train specifically to become better at. So my second tip for you today on how to improve your freestyle is to dance in and out of the mirror. Now, I know this might sound kind of obvious because you're either always going to be dancing outside of the mirror, or if you're in a studio, you're going to be using the mirror. But it's not about just dancing in and out of the mirror by itself, but the intention that you bring in while you're doing it. Dancing in the mirror is extremely helpful because it allows you, just like recording yourself, to be really aware of what you look like while you're dancing. So while you're dancing in the mirror, what I recommend and suggest is to really look at yourself and watch yourself as you move. This really helps you to train your awareness of yourself as a dancer, so you can see what it is you actually look like while you're getting down, as well as training that feeling and seeing what it looks like at the same time. So you know when you feel a certain way, it looks a certain way. Now, when you're dancing in the mirror, don't just zone out, but actually watch yourself and look at yourself while you're dancing. On the other side, while you're dancing outside of the mirror, that's a perfect opportunity to train the feeling, to really tap into the music and train how you feel and dance that out. So when you're dancing outside of the mirror, that is the perfect place and the best opportunity to go inward when you dance and feel the music and also feel your own movement to try to tap into that zone and flow state. So my third tip to improve your freestyle is to dance to music that is outside of your comfort zone. A lot of times what happens is we tend to dance to the same or similar music all the time simply because of the style of dance that we choose to do. One of the best ways to train your creativity and adaptability is to dance to music that is either outside your comfort zone or outside of the genre of the style that you usually do. So when you're dancing to music that you're not used to, or even music that is probably challenging to you, you start to discover what you're actually capable of. So even if you do a specific style, training that style to maybe a genre of music that is outside of that style will help you to discover your creativity and depth within that particular style. It also helps you to train different feelings that you may feel as a dancer that will influence the way that you move. Depending on the energy and the vibe of the song that you're dancing to, it will heavily influence the way that you want to move to it. If it's a type of song that you're not used to, then it allows you to discover parts of you as a dancer that maybe you haven't seen or that hasn't come out before, only because you haven't discovered yourself in this type of music before. Different types of music have different feelings that go with them. So learning how to channel those feelings and express yourself through them is gonna help you no matter what kind of style that you do. So my fourth tip on how to improve your freestyle is to cypher. So if you're an experienced freestyler, ciphering may not be that intimidating to you, but I understand as a newer freestyler and a newer dancer, ciphering can be pretty intimidating. The difference between dancing in a cypher and dancing by yourself is the added pressure of other people in the environment. When you're dancing by yourself, you don't really have to worry about what you look like because it's just you. So what happens is when you jump into a cypher, you tend to worry a lot about what you look like because there are other people watching your every move. Because of this environment, it's the perfect place to practice being confident in your movement, as well as overcoming fear to dance in front of others and also the fear of being judged by other people. A lot of dance and freestyle is a mental game, and training your mentality is so important. So when you jump into that cypher, come from a place of confidence, knowing that no one else dances like you and you are completely unique. Enter with the mindset of being willing to share what you have rather than trying to prove yourself to other people. The cypher is also really a great place to practice your patience and control. When you're in a cypher, there's a lot of energy around you as well as a lot of eyes looking at you. Sometimes you might feel like the need to always have to do something cool. And when you start feeling like that, sometimes you tend to rush the music and do a little more than you have to. This is a great time to practice sitting in the music, sitting in the pocket, focusing on your own feeling and having fun with the music and with everyone that's around you. So my fifth tip for you to improve your freestyle is to battle. To me, being in a battle is the most intense and the most challenging place you could ever put yourself in as a dancer. Not only is everybody watching you, but you might get music that you either don't know or you don't feel. You literally have judges sitting there critiquing your every move, and you have an opponent in front of you that's trying to take away your confidence and your focus to try to win the battle. All of these elements create a very highly pressured situation. Because of all this pressure, this is the best place to test yourself as a dancer. Are you able to stay confident? Are you able to execute the moves that you know that you can do? Are you able to channel that zone even if you don't necessarily feel the song that's playing? Are you able to stay focused on the music and yourself even though you have an opponent in front of you? And will you be able to overcome the need to try to please everybody with your movement because you're being judged, and instead dance the way that you know that you can? What I find that happens to me when I battle is afterwards, I get a fire in me because I know that I can always do better than what I did. This gives me a hunger to train and to work on the things that I would like to improve on for the next battle. So the next time a battle comes up, enter that battle and test yourself to see where you're at. Record yourself, watch your footage, and analyze what are the things that you liked and what are the things that you want to improve on, and then go back into the lab and start training. So my sixth and final tip for this video on how to improve your freestyle is to study the greats. We all have dancers that we really like and that we're really inspired by. Watch videos of your favorite dancers, and when you watch them, don't just watch them and be entertained by them, but study exactly what they're doing and why you like them so much. As they go through their rounds or their performance, find the moments that you really like, that really wowed you, and study them and analyze them. What about that moment made it so great, and how can you train to do that as well? Study the dancers that you're inspired by and start picking out concepts and ideas that they apply in their own dance that you can take and train with as well. You can even go a step further, and when you're practicing, you can have a vision of the dancer that you like in your mind and try to emulate their style or their being, their confidence, their timing, and everything that you like about that dancer. You're not trying to bite their style, but you're taking that inspiration and that essence of why you like them so much and applying it to your own movement. And when you do that, you'll discover ways of moving that you haven't discovered before. Thank you so much for checking out this dance tips video. If you enjoyed this video and you got any value out of it, please hit that like button for me, as well as leave me a comment. Let me know your feedback and any other topics about dance that you'd like me to cover in the future. On my channel, I do a lot of tutorials and these tip videos for dancers, so if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you always get notified when I put out a new video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.